Hello everyone, TeresaLouise here. Welcome to Sunday Sewing Chat. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing okay. Yep. So good to see you. We got a few people here already. Make sure my volume's off. Yep. How can you guys hear me okay? I plugged in the microphone this time because I noticed on the last video I went back and watched it for a little bit and the volume was kind of low. So I thought, well, maybe I should try the microphone again and see how that works. So, can you hear me okay? Okay, Donna says, here, fine. Good. Good, glad to hear it. So, I don't know why it works pretty good without the microphone sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Joe. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to the top of the chat. And hi, Joyce. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Got two Kathys. And Donna and Tammy and Kim and Polly and Judy, Liz, Elena, and Joe, and Joan. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Hi, Carol. So, yeah, I was going to come on at 2 o'clock, but I was ready. So, why not? Just start early. That way I can still get my nap this afternoon. Oh, boy. Been a week. It has been cold here. Cold. Hi, Marla. But boy, what some nasty weather you guys are having down southeast. God, I can't believe the weather that's been going on over there for the last month or so. Terrible. Tornadoes, storms, rain, people flooding out, houses getting damaged. It's just terrible. So I don't have any right to complain about the weather here. But I have to tell you, the weather here has been nasty. We've had rain and cold, and it's actually supposed to snow tonight. Can you believe that? Snow. Hi, Willa. You saying hello to everybody? What's your little feetie? Hello. Gotta watch your toes, baby. Sure, just run right over you. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, careful. That looks like a safe spot. Yeah, that always worries me that I might roll over her toes, right? Who else we have? Let's see. Hi, Lisa. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Hello, Mary. Oh, the weather's good in the UK? Well, that's good. Hi, Valerie. I'm doing all right. She went and laid back down. So I had my quilt retreat Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, it did wear me out. I could not stay as long as everybody else. They got, you know, started at 9 o'clock, and then they stayed till like 6 or so at night. And I think the latest I stayed was about 4:30, 5 o'clock. That was the first night. And then after that, uh, you know, it got earlier and earlier that I left because I just wore me out. No place to lay down. What's the plan today? Hello, Rosebud. Hey, Katie. I'm going to be sewing friendship blocks. That's my plan today. I need a bunch of those. And so at the quilt retreat, I sewed on, well, the first day, all of us helped with the Quilt of Valor. And we did put 2 tops together. And so that was cool. Got that done on the first day. Everybody just pitched in, got them all put together, and yeah, so they're done. All they have to be is quilted. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I worked on the pattern Snowdrift. That was in the Sew Sampler box last December. This one. The block is just so cool. Very unique. And yeah, I might have to do this one a few times. Now, there are quite a bit of sew-in flips on this, but all of it is like sew-in flip. And, but, you know, so you get a lot of pieces of half square triangles left over, but if you want to, you can still sew all those together. I've been saving mine. I'm going to sew them together. I'm going to end up with like 1¼ inch, maybe, little half square triangles. I thought I'd just do like a little wall hanging or something like that. But I wanted to show you how the blocks are looking. So with this pattern here, they have you use the fabric, back quarters that came with it. And you're making 2 blocks with the same fabric. So there'd be 2 of these. Two of those. So I think I have eight blocks. Yeah, 8 blocks done. And I am doing 4 extra blocks with this project so I can make the quilt a little bit bigger. So that's those. And plus it'll have 2 borders. And the other thing that's pretty neat about this is that it you get another secondary block in the pattern, which is another pinwheel. See the little secondary block in the middle, the white with the little blue. So I just think it's really cool looking. I think it would look really neat in just one color. So I've been thinking about doing it in blue or red or something, some color. Oh, Kim's making friendship stars with the Crown Royal bag. Hi, Loretta. Hello, Jean. Hi, Mary H. Hi, Agnes. Hi, Carolina. Hey, Terry. Oh, Terry's having a bad back day. Sorry to hear that. All right, so I'll just set that aside for a minute. Here, I got a few of these done yesterday. The block is super light, really light. I probably should have picked a darker color, but I got like 3 of those done yesterday when I was sewing up here for a little while. I got a pile yet left to do. Here I have some half square triangles ready. So this, the one I'm working on is 12.5 unfinished. So this should measure 12.5. The way I'm doing it with the half square triangles, I'm making 2 at a time. So I'm taking a 5-inch printed fabric and a 5-inch background fabric. Draw a line, diagonal line on the background fabric, and then I sew on either side of the line, and then I cut down the middle, and I make sure they square up to 4.5 inches. So you start out with a 5-inch square, make 2 half square triangles, they're going to be 4.5 inches. Then all your other pieces that go with that need to be 4.5 inches. So all these whites, 4.5. You put those all together, which is basically a 9 patch. It comes out at 12.5 inches. Now, if you have the little book, Quilter reference tool, in here it tells you, it has this block in here, and it gives you the measurements. You just find it. It wants you to cut out fabric that is 4 7/8, which, you know, I'm just not going to do that. Might as well just be 5 inches, right? And then that gives you a little wiggle room when you go to square it up. So, yeah. Anytime I'm making half square triangles, I always, you know, give myself a little more wiggle room. So I'm always going to have to square them up, which I'd rather do than to try and make it right the first time, right? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jamie. So that's what I'm working on. Let's see, are these my 4.5? Yeah, these are my 4.5. I'll just set those there. And then I have one left to do, and then I'll have to cut up some more fabric. And then I always have to have the block there or the pattern. So I make sure to put these in the right direction. All right, that one goes there. So yeah, we're getting a lot of rain. It's kind of like sun, rain, but it says that we're supposed to get snow tonight. And in the higher elevations, it said 2 to 8 inches of snow. Can you imagine that? I hope it's not here. If we get any snow, I just want it to be like a little bit of snow, not very much snow. I agree, Polly. She said never do the 3/8 or 5/8 or, you know, always round up. That's what I do too. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Hey, Sheila. I did the dishes this morning, but then that was for breakfast. So I did the dinner dishes this morning, and then now there are breakfast dishes that need to be done. I'm sick of doing dishes. I don't know about anybody else, but oh, really? Sheila said they had rain all day. Might get snow tonight. Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tonight. So we'll see. I hope it's not too much because we have to go to Moscow tomorrow, which is about a 3.5 hour drive north of us. So hopefully we don't get into the snow. Oh, Jamie, your power went out for a while? Oh, no. Now you got your dishwasher running? Yeah. I have a dishwasher, but I don't put all of the dishes in there. There's some I still just do by hand, like pots and pans, stuff like that. I was raised to do the dishes as you go, and I'm really good about it as I'm making the dinner. You know, I always have a dish full of hot soapy water, and I kind of clean up as I go. But it's all the dishes after the meal that I have a hard time. And sometimes I, you know, go ahead and clean them all up if it's not too bad. But there's a lot then. It's usually after dinner. I'm just too pooped to do anything else. Anyway, all right. So that looks correct. You guys could probably hardly see that fabric is so light. Hand washing so I don't have to empty the dishwasher. Yeah, there's that, right? So Brandon has a doctor's appointment up in Moscow tomorrow, and it's just a follow-up appointment with his heart doctor. So that'll be a long trip, 3.5 hours to get there, or might be a little bit longer. And then of course the trip home. So we have at least 7, 8 hours altogether in the car or the truck. That's always tiring. I like to take the Avalanche because it's, I think, the most comfortable vehicle that we have for myself and for the dogs. It seems like the dogs have more room in the back than anything else. And, I have really good mattress back there for them. And they're just in the back seat because the back seat in the Avalanche goes all the way down where it's pretty flat. And then you can also let uh, there's a hatch and you can put that down and then you can see all the way in the back of the truck, which those have like a bed cover, I guess you would call it. So it's almost like a station wagon, I guess. Anyway, they just have a lot more room in there. And their bed is like, you know, pretty thick. because they need to be comfortable. You know, they're getting older, especially Willow. She needs her comforts. All right. Now, some people leave all this together. They what they call web piecing. Um, I don't really like to do that. So I have done it, but I like to iron my pieces in between, and it's just easier to take it apart, you know, for me. Plus, if you leave all those threads connected, you can't uh, put the pieces how you want when you go to iron. So I end up cutting them anyway. Will is over there going to town on a bone. She brought her favorite dog bone up here, and she leaves it up here so the other dog doesn't get it. Hi, Cindy. Jamie says, I don't like web piecing either. Yeah. All right. Now I'm just press those. So the top one, the seams will go out. The middle one, the seams will come in. And the bottom one, the seams will go out. That way, when I put it together to sew, I can nest those seams up. Deb says, no webbing here. Well, I'm not the only one. It was raining pretty hard up here when I first come up. You could hear the rain on the roof. It was pretty loud. It looks like it's stopped for a little bit. Okay. Now, that one went on there wrong. Okay. Got them on the wrong side. Good thing I looked. All right. That looks to be right. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, finally catching me live. Yeah, have a good afternoon, Lisa. It was good to see you. Hey, Nancy. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. All right. Now I'm just going to butt these seams up. You can use, I'm a pinner, you know, I pin. Or you could use clips. I at least pin those seams because I don't want them to shift as as the machine comes up to them. No shifting. I want good points here. And I took my Viking sewing machine with me to retreat, and you know, it's an okay machine, but I don't think that it sews as well as the Brothers. Just a regular straight stitch. I need got a little bit of over here. I'm just going to clean that off. Even that much can make a difference on your block. So just cut it off. All right. I did something wrong again here. Yeah, I did that one wrong. Dang it. See, that's right. This one's right. That one's right. Okay. I did it wrong. How did I do that? It's supposed to be that way. Oh boy. All right. That's what happens when you get distracted talking on the YouTube. Anyway, so that I had a heck of a time with that machine. Hadn't used that Viking in a while, and so I had to get used to it again. If I take off one second, I got them sewn on both on the wrong side. Know how I did that? Yeah, Jack to the party. Hello, Craft On, and so forth. For those who know, I'm selling my house. I have two buyers. You need to come with the best offer tomorrow. Awesome. Well, I hope it all goes well. Okay. That is done. Let's try this again, shall we? Hi, Gloria. How's the weather in Tennessee? All right. Put that there. Yeah, I don't know how I sewed that wrong, but it happens. Now, see, if I would have done that web sewing, that wouldn't have happened, right? Possibly. Beautiful? Oh, good. Kathy, I'm doing friendship stars. The fabric is so light, you probably can't see it, but yeah, making friendship stars. I need a bunch of them. I might do some in different colors. Okay. Oh man, it's going to be a jack day, you guys. That background fabric I put on wrong. And you can tell. So I got to take it apart again. Maybe I should go work on the horse. Looks like it's not going to be a good sewing day. All right. One more time. Third time's charm. Yep. Hey, Jess. Hey, Gladys. Liz says, I feel your pain. I've been ripping all the sashing from a t-shirt quilt. Oh, gee whiz. Okay. Press out. That sounds a little more challenging than the ripping I am doing. All right. Got it. That is true. A bad day of sewing is better than doing dishes. I'd have to agree with that. That's what I used to say about fishing. A bad day of fishing is better than being home and cleaning out. All right. Feels nicely nested in there. Hey, Linda. Making dinner, putting away, cooking supplies. I made fresh pesto from the rest of the basil plants. Oh, yummy. I like pesto. Putting tomatoes in the freezer for future sauce. That sounds good. Oh, cool. Thanks, Cindy. Cindy said, your horse is amazing. I watched you work on that over on Katie's channel. Yeah, I might work on it in a little bit. That way, you guys that didn't watch the other day over on Katie, you can see the progress. So if you want to, here in a little while, we'll go work on that. Then I sneak up to my needle, pull that out. Some needles you can run over if they're thin enough. And I sometimes do. Most of the time, I don't take a chance. Take the needle out first. Hi, Linda. Gloria wants to know, anyone make jelly from basil? I haven't. Tammy is cutting up scraps. I'd rather be sewing. Yeah, I'd rather be sewing than cutting up scraps. Ooh, that sounds good, Linda. Spearmint tea for put on some spearmint leaves for her tea. Kathy, the half square triangle, I started out with 5-inch square, and then I make 2 at a time. So after you cut them, sew them and cut them, they're gonna trim down to 4.5 inches. So then all your background squares will be 4.5 inches. And that'll make a 12.5 inch unfinished block. So there's that one. The fabric is so light. I think I'll make some more with different colors. So here's a darker one. All right. So these are 4.5-inch backgrounds. I'm just gonna write that on there so I don't forget. 4.5. And then I need some more 5-inch. Let's see. I think these are 5-inch. Yep, these are 5-inch. So I can make a few. Let's see what I have here. I think these, oh, I forgot I cut some of these out. Okay, so I have some 5-inch printed fabric already cut out and 5-inch background. Okay, so now I can start from the beginning here. Hopefully you can see all this. All right, so you take your printed fabric, pretty side up, and then your background right on the top. All right, now you can draw your line before you put these together, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to draw a line from corner to corner, so it'll be on a diagonal. And that's going to make 2, and I need 4 for each block. So think how many, I might as well draw my line on these. Okay, be sure and do it on the back of your background fabric. All right, so I have 1. So I have 8. 3. So I need 8 backgrounds. And that'll give me 16 half square triangles. Let's do it because if I do these all at the same time, then I can just chain piece, right? And chain piecing always makes it go faster. Hi, Pat. You're welcome, Kathy. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I can play the guitar a little bit, and I can play the banjo a little bit. And I can play the radio. Does that count? Hey, Suzanne. Lurking? Okay. And doing some hand quilting? Oh, that sounds like fun. Thank you for the reminder of the thumbs up. I'm just going to pin a few of these together. See, that's enough for one block. Hi, Rena. How are you today? Hope I haven't missed anybody. I don't always catch the chat as you come in, so if I missed you, I'm sorry. Okay, there's 2 blocks. And, you know, I always pin my half square triangle pieces like this. I don't like them slipping. Hey, Lori. Good to see you. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 blocks. I have enough for 3 blocks. Okay, here we go. Now, since I have this line drawn on here at a diagonal, I'm going to stitch 1/4 inch away on either side of that line. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. And I'm just going to keep picking them up and keep sewing one after the other, and that's what you call chain piece. Pat, I'm just making the friendship block. That's what I'm doing right now. And then if I have time and feel like it, I'm going to go over and work on the horse art collage. That way you guys can see where I'm at in the process. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I went to our little retreat here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that was a lot of fun. We ate a lot of food. There was a lot of food. So the first day for lunch, we had the tacos, and all those were really good. I ate one taco, crunchy taco, and then I made like a nacho thing with taco shell. And one of the ladies made homemade cheesecake with huckleberry topping. Oh my God, you guys. It was so good. So I might do that sometime this week. Was homemade, not the stuff from the box. I like the stuff from the box. That doesn't bother me, but homemade is pretty darn good too. Hi, Randy. Hey, Becky. Okay, that's one way. 104. Oh, I thought you meant the temperature. Oh, well, let me do my light. Kathy, yeah, you can use a layer cake to make the stars. If you want the 12.5-inch block like I'm doing, then you cut the layer cake into 4 pieces. You're going to get 5-inch, you know, 4 5-inch pieces of fabric. But yeah. Uh, and I don't know the method of what you need to do for a layer cake to make your house for a triangle, because you will need these to be 4.5 inches. So, ooh, boy, the wind just came up. In rain. And I don't think my book shows me that method. I'm going to use the bloom fabric. That'll be pretty. Mm. Well, if it's in here, I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Do you have this book? Looks like on page 48. There are some methods for making house square triangles. All right, so with a layer cake, it looks like you can do 4 at a time method. Size to cut, 10-inch. That'll give you a 4.5-inch square. And it looks like you actually get 8 half-square triangles. So that would make it a lot faster. So on a layer cake, you would sew diagonally either side of that and then diagonally the other way. Anyway, in this book on page 48, it shows you what you need to do with a layer cake. So that's pretty handy. Yes, I have that book. Oh, you can do it that way too. That'll give you 4 at a time. Thank you, Kay. All right. Hi, Dorlin. The name of that book is All-in-One Quilter's Reference Tool. It's pretty handy, and they're not that expensive. Also, they have about, in the back of the book, there's like, I think about 20 the most common blocks out there and how to make them, you know, what to cut the fabric at and all that. So that's really handy too. Yep, all-in-one quilter's reference or quilter's tool. All right, all-in-one quilter's reference tool. Of course, it's showing up backwards on the screen. That doesn't help. Sorry, you guys. I guess YouTube still hasn't fixed that backwards problem. One more to go. Alrighty. Now I can cut those apart, press them, and square them up, and then they'll be ready to put together. All right. Now you just take your ruler, cut those diagonally right down the center, and that gives me 2. Kathy has that book. I know. I thought you said that already. Do you use it? Anybody else use that book? For quite a while, I forgot I had it, and then I found it in my book, and I was like, I need to leave this out because, you know, always have questions, right? And it's a pretty handy. Ooh, I just felt like my heart fluttered. Brenda uses it. You betcha, Kathy. Okay, now I'm ready to press those. And I just press these to the dark side. Press to the dark side. I have peppermint tea. Pretty good. Actually, I've been mixing peppermint with black tea, kind of like doing half and half, you know. Pretty good. So, what are you guys working on today? We have 101 watching right now. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm just working on friendship block, 12.5-inch, unfinished. Pretty simple block to do, especially if you're new at making half square triangles. This is a great one to start out with. Okay, I'm going to go over here and iron. I got a new chair, and my pillow, pretty flower pillow backing, doesn't fit on here. So I was thinking about fixing it so that I can drape it on. Looks like the sun came out again. Okay, there's one block. And I'm going to square them up. Okay, well there's that one. And I'm going to use my oh, Linda says that's what she does with her spearmint leaves. Mixes it with black tea. Yummy. Yeah. Yummy. Okay. I'm just going to use my block lock ruler. And then this is a little mini spinning mat. It doesn't work all that great, but it does spin the whole thing. And that's how I usually do it. Or if you have another little cutting mat, that works too. I like to use another little mat like this instead of just always doing it on my main mat, because after a while, you know, this spot really gets ruined. So I just grab another little mat, even like this one would work too. Then you can just spin it around like that. Because these big mats, you know, they get expensive, right? And I do tend to use this spot a lot. Right? Dinner at Laura's house. Hey, Laura. Brenda's working on 21 swap blocks due by the end of the month. That's what I'm doing. Kathy's working on a cross stitch chart. Christmas rules. Awesome. Laura's been listening and watching while cooking supper, pulled pork barbecue, and slaw. Ooh, yummy. Oh, been watching long arm quilting videos. I thought your progress was pretty fast. Pat says it's rainy and overcast here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. When I get done with this live, if it's not raining outside, I need to go out and get the truck ready for the trip now. That one? That shouldn't take too long. I keep my truck pretty clean and ready to go. I still have all my fishing gear in the back end. I wonder if I should leave it or take it out. It's not hurting anything there, so I might just leave it. Okay, that was one block. Might as well keep squaring up. The time is almost 3 o'clock. Yeah, I thought they were due at the end of the month too. Then somebody asked if I'd mailed mine out yet. Like, so I had to come up here and look at my notes, and my notes said June. So I hope something didn't change that I'm not aware of. And I'm talking about getting these blocks done. Because I don't have that many more due. And as soon as I get them done, I'll mail them out. I put dinner in the crock pot, corned beef hash, corned beef, and not sure what I'm going to have with it yet. I like to have something easy on Sunday, especially, if it comes from the crock pot, right? Just throw it in and let it cook. And that way, too, you don't have very many dishes, just the crock pot. Okay, that's the next block. Or more. Kathy says she's resting today. I'm glad I'm not the only one who hasn't finished my 21 blocks. Yeah, that kind of makes us feel a little bit better, huh? Hey, Marla, what you doing today? Hey, Ellen. Hi, Kim. R.N. Frutilla. Have a good day, Kim. Thanks for being here. Ooh, that sounds good. Roast, hot roast with potatoes, carrots, mushroom. Yeah, I'm probably going to do carrots. And I really like cooked cabbage, and also Brandon does, but he doesn't have to eat it if he doesn't. Almost done. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Amy. Oh, get some rest, girl. There. Done. This might make good stuff for a horse's mane, right? All the strings. All right. Yeah, that book came in the sew sample box. Yep. In fact, it's been in there twice. Oh yeah, stuffed green peppers. That is easy in the crock pot. I like that too. A lot of times I make uh, meals in the crock pot or the oven that feed more than two, so I can get at least two meals out of it. So we eat one and then I freeze the other. And on the days that I don't feel like cooking, I can just take it out of the freezer and pop it in the oven. And there's my meal. Just have to, maybe make a little salad or something like that. All right, here we go. Now, make sure I get these in the right order again. All right, top, right. Looks right. Make sure these are turned the right way and not upside down. That's one thing about working with white on white. I love using white on white for my background. And this white on white has little flowers, bunch of like a flower toss all over it. And there's like sunflowers, little daisies, tulips, just all kinds of different little flowers all over them. It's really cute. But you have to be a little more careful using white on white. Hey, Katie. No, I didn't change the room around. It's the YouTube showing things backwards. They still haven't fixed that. Thanks for the thumbs up reminder. What are you up to today? I think this chair, yeah, it keeps going down. That's a little better. I end up on the floor. Yeah, that's a lot better. I felt like I was like, trying to make sure I have all these turned the right way before I sew them together. Don't want to get jack out. Okay. Looks correct. Hi, Cherie. How's it going? Hey, Patty. Yeah, it's a little annoying. I'm not sure if I put the chair down too far last time or if it's just going down on its own. So let's see what does. Hey, Mona. Oh, who cut themselves? I missed that. Cut yourself with a rotary cutter? Oh, geez. Katie, you cut yourself? That's not good. My mom used to pour sugar on there. It seemed to work. I cut my foot really bad one time and she poured sugar on top of it. And It finally quit bleeding. Oh, with the fillet knife? Oh, that's probably as bad as a rotary cutter. Those fillet knives can be pretty darn sharp. And then after it quit bleeding, they got it cleaned up. It should have probably had stitches, but my dad just did what they call butterfly stitches. It's just like Band-Aid type thing across the cut. Butterfly it together. I cut my foot at the fishing hole or swimming hole, and I didn't see that there was a bunch of garbage in there. So there was like this piece of tin, like an old car or something like that. And I walked past it and it cut the side of my foot. Yeah, yeah, that was traumatic. And we were quite a ways away from home and we had our bikes. So my little brother had to give me his t-shirt and we wrapped it around my foot and then tied it tight. And then I still had to ride home on my bike with my foot bleeding like that. Yeah, it was like this long on the side of my foot right here. I think I was like 11 or 12 years old when that happened. And I had to wear sandals to school. All right. Yeah, the things we do when we're kids. Seemed like I was always getting cut up. One time I was running away from my sister. She was trying to beat me up, my older sister. And I dove dove through a barbed wire fence. You know, I was in a hurry, and the barbed wire fence caught me on the stomach. I got on this side. I got a pretty long cut from that one too. It's about that long on my stomach. My dad butterflied that one also. We hardly ever went to the hospital. did have to go to the hospital one time when I was a kid. I was riding on the back of a motorcycle, like a dirt bike. I was 10 or 11 years old. And the kid went over a bump and bumped me off of the back end of it. And I came down like on the back tire area, but he had like a tire guard, but part of it was poking up. It was sharp and got the inside of my leg, like almost to you know where. It was close. And oh my God, that one bled really bad. And it cut it like a triangle, you know, like that. They did have to take me to the hospital for that one. I got 14 stitches. Talk about embarrassing. Yeah. So they put the stitches in at the hospital, but my dad took them out. I would, yeah, I probably hurt myself more than the boys did. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I know I hurt myself more than my sisters. Well, my older sister got hurt pretty bad one time. It seemed like I was always, well, I was a tomboy. So I was always doing things, you know, boy. When I was 8, I stepped on a nail, pulled it out, and kept playing. Ended up in the hospital with blood poisoning. Yeah, I've stepped on a few nails too. I'm surprised I didn't get sick from any of that stuff. Ooh, I cut my pointer finger a hair below the joint closest to the hand, so it's in a bad spot. Ooh, yeah, they don't sound good. Almost done with this block. There's one more. All right, move on to the next one. Oh, my back is starting to, might have to get up and walk around a little bit. Stand up. Oh, all right. Like that. There. Looks correct. No, it's been on for almost 2 hours. I'm just going to keep going until I get these few blocks done. Then I need to cut out some more fabric, it looks like. Figure out how many more blocks I need. I think I had 8 already. I think I need 6 more. They're going into a block swap. I thought I'd do a friendship block. I put my name on there somewhere. I'll be right smack back. I'm just going to walk around for a second. You guys to get up and walk around for a minute. Go get a cup of tea, or coffee, or whatever. It's really nice out. I mean, it's pretty outside. It's not warm or anything, but we really needed that rain because, believe it or not, we were starting to look kind of dry, which is weird for the beginning of May. So I'm glad it's been raining because it really has. The grass is really green now, and everything's nice and green. But the grass is growing, so now it needs to be mowed, right? But I don't mind mowing. Uh, God, our water bill went up like $23 a month. And we couldn't even water the lawn before. We really can't water the lawn now. It just keeps going up. So water and sewer is like $120 a month, which I think is outrageous for this little town. And that doesn't even include garbage. But I guess they need to pay off some sort of loan that they got years ago that's not getting paid. So they're trying to send more money into it. Oh, I know, Laura. The weather over there and all these tornadoes, it's just seems like nonstop lately. I feel so bad for everybody over there. So I'm not complaining about our piddly little rain. So far, it hasn't done any damage like it did a few years ago. We had that mudslide avalanche where it blocked the road. But nobody's house got, damaged in that. It was just the road, the main road. But I guess they have closed one of the main, what they call it, Mount Idaho, and it's a really steep grade. It's really windy, and they've been wanting to do road work on it for quite a few years. So this is the year they're going to do it. They closed off the whole grade, which is like 8 miles or so. So now we have to take the long way around. Luckily, we have another way around. I mean, if we didn't have another way around, they wouldn't be able to lock us in, But I guess that they're going to have that closed until like November. So in order to go anywhere, it's going to take like a half hour longer or so to get there. The only good thing about it is it's a nice drive. It's really pretty. It's along the river. But there is that. And if we had more time, we could go fishing on the way home. That would be fun. I might just go ahead and leave those fishing poles in the truck, just in case. I'm starting to be able to smell that corned beef in the crock pot. Smells good. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? No real damage here. The electricity was out for about 6 hours. Feeling very lucky. Well, that's good, Laura. Jamie had down trees. Oh no. Laura says, I have a friend in Russell Springs. She had some damage and her nearest neighbor lost everything. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm using pretty much using the same fabric for all the blocks. So, some of the blocks will be different colors, so I figure they can match them up with whichever blocks from everybody else that looks good. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing it this way. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Zaza. One more piece. We have 121 people watching. Wow. Hello, everyone. I'm just working on a friendship block that is 12.5 inch unfinished. Here, my husband got up from his nap. All right. Another one done. Oh, I'm actually getting something done here. What, I've got 3 blocks done so far. Don't faint. All right. My last one before I have to cut up fabric. Okay. double check one more time. What's correct? Wow, that's a lot of people. Please give a thumbs up for Teresa. Thanks, Terry. Hey, Joyce, how are you doing? Oh, been lurking for about an hour while you were laying down. Thanks for lurking. Did you get a nap? I can hear the TV on downstairs. I think he's watching Dateline again. Mona said, I have had a great nap today. Lucky you. 18 more to go? Oh, geez, Pat. Better get to sewing, girl. Yes, I did get a nap. I thought I was hearing one of my cats meow. I thought she was in distress, so I got up and realized it was your iron. Oh, he sounds like your iron when it goes up. Oh, I'm sorry. I disturbed your nap. Yeah, that iron's kind of loud, isn't it? Hi, Helen. Okay. Moving right along here. Oh, okay, Joyce. That's funny. Your cat sounds like that. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's so sweet. Get in there. All right. Now to press these. Yeah, I'm making 21, Pat. Oh, oh, not you? Oh, you think I need that many more? Well, I've got 15, so I only need 6 more. You haven't seen the other ones. I have more than this done. So, okay, press. Almost done, you guys. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, you sent yours on Friday? I didn't think they were due until June. That's what I had in my notes. Due in June. But I thought I heard somebody say the other day that they were looking for them already. So, hey, Pete. Y'all seen the cowboy movie series on Disney, Hostile Territory? I haven't seen that. Is it any good? That might be something. Is it like an adult? Might be something my husband might enjoy watching. Oh, you think she was just reminding people? Okay. I finally got mine done with Debbie's block swap. I just have to get them in the mail. Oh, awesome. I didn't do that one. I figured one was enough for now. Especially with summer coming up. Yes, Pat. Uh, there's 21 people in this particular swap. So we do, there's 21, which includes me. So I could actually keep one of the blocks here and just send 20. And then I'll get that amount back. Oh my goodness. Paul said the death toll in Missouri and Kentucky is up to 28. Oh my goodness, she said it looks like a war was fought there. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, you think there's 22 now and she wants 21? Okay, I better double check. Thank you. Our last count I had was 21. Somebody could have been added. Yeah, you'll the ones I always do, you make enough for you to have one too, because you know you want to have one of your own. Yeah, international postage is outrageous. But I think it should start getting better soon uh, with the UK. Might take a couple of months. But all right, that block is done. Yeah, I will definitely been praying for those folks in the path of the tornadoes. That's terrible. Yeah, if there's 21 in total, I sent an extra block. Well, you'll still get it back. I made and sent 21 a while back to her. Okay, Sherry. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, she needs, last I heard, she needs 21 blocks from us. So, and postage paid envelope so she can send yours back and you'll get 21 back. And that one, There's that one. Did you guys write your name on the front of your blocks? My dog is limping. And there's that one. Okay. Recount these. Your name and state. Okay. Oh my goodness, Polly. Thank God he's okay. Oh, thanks, Valerie. I know. I can't wait to see the quilt too. Oh, Day got hers returned because she forgot. couldn't couldn't somebody do it? Put them on there for her? We posted some videos. Ooh. I did write my name on the front and the town and state. Okay. All right. I think I had 8 done already. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need 6 more. 6 more. Let's see. There's 4.5. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need to cut out some more fabric. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go at 4 o'clock, you guys. So you want me to? Maybe I'll bring the horse over here so you can see the progress. You guys want to see the horse? Yeah, it's going up in July. I heard that too. But we'll see what happens with that. Yes. Okay. That's all I needed was one yes. It's easier to bring it over here than to drag you over there. There. How's that looking? Okay. So yeah, I pay mine on the bank from the bank too. Thank you. Thank you. So what I decided to do next is I'm going to take another piece of parchment paper and put it over the top right here and draw these spots on it, these empty spots. And then I'm just going to move this whole thing off because all the empty spots are all the light colored, light and medium dark colors. And I noticed that it gets pretty difficult getting your pieces in there with these in the way. So that's my next plan. I'm just going to take another piece of parchment paper, put it over the top of this, trace these spots out on it that I still need. Then I'm going to move this off and put that one back on. Finish up these pieces, and then I'll combine the two. And then I can move down the quilt. So that's kind of what my plan is. We'll see. I might work a little bit on this afternoon after my back quits hurting. And those ears are starting to grow on me, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to change the ears out or not. Especially doesn't look too bad in the camera. Thanks, you guys. So, my biggest concern is when I move down, you know, making sure each section blends correctly, right? Because I'm going to have to move all the stuff off this top so I can roll the pattern up so I can do the next section. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. And then at some point, I need to hang it up back on the design wall. And then what I have to do is stand back away from it and see to make sure my shading looks correct. So I'll do any fixes and stuff like that, tweaking at that point when more of it is together and it's back up on the design. So that, I think, for me, that's one of the biggest things in art is standing back from the project and getting a different view of it, because then you can really see your lights and your darks better. And also taking a photo makes a big difference too. So anywho, I might try and come on again next week during the week and work on the horse some more. Yeah, I might do that. And that way you can see what I'm talking about, trying to tackle these blank spots without the darks being in my way. We'll see if that works, right? Thank you, Zaza. Thank you, everybody. Probably maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday we're going to be gone, so All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. So we only got a few more minutes until 4 o'clock. And I believe, yeah, Tiffany's Quilting Live comes on at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then the Siberian Wind, Tammy, she comes on at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I don't know about anybody else. That was the only two I seen in my list. So you guys have a great evening. I really appreciate you being here. Oh, Guys Craft 2 is on next. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, thank you. Have an easy ride tomorrow. Thank you. What time? I'm not sure. Sometime after 12, like 1 o'clock. Depends on how I feel after that drive up to Moscow. But anyway, I'll try Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Plus, I need to work on these. I need to finish these blocks up. I don't want to procrastinate on those blocks anymore. So you guys all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Please be safe out there. I'm praying for all of you that are in the tornadoes and bad weather and everything. I hope you stay safe and your families stay safe. So blessings to everybody. Love you guys. Be good to each other and to yourself. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Thank you, Kathy. See you later.